You're at the movies. You're there with your wife, your 3-year-old daughter, and your 6-year-old little boy. Man, it's just going to be a great night. Your 6-year-old boy's been talking nothing about but going to the Batman movie. Daddy, Daddy, can I go? Can I go? We finally did it. It's the midnight showing. You're going to be the first ones to see it. You've got the popcorn, you've got the soda, you've got the candy. But all of a sudden, gunshots. And night that was filled with happiness is now a nightmare. 59 people wounded or killed. Did the gun restriction laws in Aurora help or hinder? Hello, I'm Michael Zimmer, and I'm going to tell you today why gun control is a bad thing. Well, first, what is gun control? According to Merriam-Webster, gun control is the control or restriction of the use, sale, and ownership of firearms. You've seen a lot of it since 2008. Big running platform. Of course, we had all the other little small things and priorities of other candidates, but gun control, it's always a hot topic. Republicans this, Democrats that. Well, riddle this. Chicago, New York, California, and Washington, D.C. What do they all have in common? Some of the most restrictive gun laws in the United States and in the world. What do they also have in common? The highest crime rates in the United States. Well, if we have gun restrictions, everything should be safer, shouldn't it? Well, according to Coble and Wolstein, since 1976, Washington, D.C. has had a ban on handguns and the restricted use of long guns, i.e. shotguns or rifles used for hunting, but has also since then been known as the murder capital of the United States. During the same time frame, New York has had several gun laws enacted since the first one in 1911. With all the gun laws in the largest cities, it should be the safest places to live in the United States, correct? Wrong. Since Chicago has enforced their restricted gun laws since the early 1980s, the murder rate has gone up by 40%, according to Agresti and Smith in 2010. How can this be? If the use, the sale, and the ownership of guns has been restricted, how do we have murder rates continuing to rise? Well, remove the gun, there's the knife. There's the bow. Remove the knife, there's the rock. Most murderers are going to murder, regardless of the weapon. Well, there's also one big problem with this restricted gun law. That one big problem, criminals. Since when has criminal or a criminal followed the law? By their very definition, that is what a criminal is. They break the rules set by everybody else that follows this rule. That is the reason they are called criminals. You take away the guns from all the legal lawful citizens, and they're the only ones left with guns, like in Chicago, New York, and California. Aurora, Colorado, recent. There's also a recent victim of the gun law. Most people would say, well, Colorado has a concealed carry rule. Correct. That concealed carry rule does not transfer to Aurora. Aurora actually makes it illegal for any citizen inside the city to have a concealed carry. It's also illegal to have a loaded firearm in their vehicle within the city limits, unless you're an on-duty police officer or on a firing range premises. There's been a recent outcry since this Aurora shooting. But to those fighting for the gun restriction, i.e. Mayor Michael Bloomberg, I would say this. Make it harder for regular average citizens who obey the law to get a gun or take it away, and your crime rates will rise. As if you're posting a sign on the front door of somebody's house saying, "Dear criminal, this is a defenseless area. We have no guns to protect ourselves. Come get us. You have now witnessed several tragedies. Virginia Tech, Columbine, Aurora, take your pick. But we as United States citizens have the right to bear arms, to protect ourselves from unlawful government, and to protect our lives. Creating more gun laws would only hamper that. Would you rather be on the side of the person having the gun, or on the side with no gun, defenseless, waiting for somebody else to come get you to save your life? I hope these words ring true to you while you sit down and think, does the restriction on gun laws help or hinder crime rates? Know this: we the people have the right to bear arms. The right. Think about it.